If you are a beginner, this tutorial is for you. This is a wide leg jumpsuit. That's what we're going to learn how to do. So this is what I actually did at the end of the day. I made mine like a pinafore. I added some buttons to the side of the jumpsuit. So I used 3 yards of fabric. So I used my basic bodice for the top because basically the top is just for, there is no bustier on it. So the first thing I did, I was just trying to increase the width of my neckline here on my basic bodice pattern. Okay, so you can use any basic bodice pattern of your choice. So this one was actually a princess dart. At the end of the day, I actually did not use the princess dart. I just added waist dart on it. Okay, so I increased the neckline. That's the depth of the front neckline. I made it like a V neckline. So for the back, I used 3 inches width, and then the length, that's the depth, was about 2.5 inches. And then for the front, that's the depth of the front neckline, was about 7 inches, about six, between 6.5 to 7 inches. So that's what I used for this. So like I said, it is not a bustier, so you can use any pattern of your choice. That's any basic bodice pattern of your choice. Okay, so I just added the neckline, that's created the style line. So the next thing, since I'm making it a sleeveless, you need to measure your shoulder. You understand? So I make my shoulder measurement and then reduced it by 1 and then came down by 9 inches because I want it to be deep. You understand? You know it is a sleeveless. So if not, if you don't do it this way, it's going to, the whole armhole area is going to be big. So you, at this point, you trim out everything that needs to be trimmed out. Okay, so I'm just trying to check the bust, and then after that I cut out my lining piece. So I'm going to be lining the top part. Just cut it exactly the way it is. That's the top and the fabric and the lining. So I cut the lining and then I'm going to place this, and then I'm going to stitch all around the neckline and then the side and then the armhole area. Okay, so if you are new to my channel, welcome to Stylish Naija YouTube channel. If you have not subscribed, please subscribe, like this video, share this video. Okay, so let's continue. So after joining everything, this is how it will look. So I've ironed it. Now you can see it is flat. So that's the back. By the way, the back has a zip. I added a zip to the back because if not, you won't be able to wear it. Okay, the only way you will not add zip to the back is if the shoulder, you are going to add buttons to it, like a pinafore, like a coverall kind of. Okay, so watch this part now. This is where, how I did the side of my own. Like I said, you can see I am not stitching it inside, I am placing it on top. These two sides, that's the side, from the armpit side, I'm placing it on top, and then I'm going to give it a top stitch from the down part, and then I'll stop it halfway because that part I'm going to put buttons. So it's just a style. I just decided to try it that way. Okay, so if you want to sew your own normal, like sew it inside, you are free to actually do that. Okay, so but this, I just wanted to try something different. The next time I'm going to try this, and then the shoulder part, I'll leave it open. That's in another coming one that I will do, so that I will not put a zip, so that you can just wear it from the down. Okay, so I marked about 3.5 inches. That was where I stopped. So I'm going to stitch it from the down, and then I will stop it at that point. Then the other part is just buttons that I'm going to place on it. Okay, all right, so this jumpsuit actually has a half cut. The next jumpsuit I'm going to do, I'm not going to add half cut. We're going to cut straight one. So just watch out for that tutorial. Okay, so you can see that's how the side of the jumpsuit, that's how it looks. So after top stitching it, like I said, once you have finished sewing and turning your lining, you will just top stitch it and it looks good. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do now, we want to cut the trouser part, that's the palazzo part. So for this part, I actually started marking and then I'd even started editing before I realized that it was not showing. So I had to use this black fabric to redo a tutorial so that you can see what I did properly. I'll still show that part though. So the first thing, I marked the waist, and then from the waist I came down. So this is my trouser now I'm cutting. So mark your hip line, so which I used 9 inches for the hip, and then for the crotch measurement I use about 14 inches for my crotch measurement. Normally my crotch is supposed to be 12. I added extra 2 inches because it is a free trouser. So at the end of the day, everything was like, so after that, I marked to the length of the down part of the trouser. Okay, so the next thing, I came to the hip line. I marked my hip measurement. It is a very free trouser. I marked my hip measurement, added like extra like 3 inches to it. Okay, and then I came in by 2.5 inches. That's what I'm using for my crotch curve. So I just came in like extra 2.5 and then marked it up as a straight line. And then I came to the crotch line. I marked how wide I wanted my trouser to be. That's the width of the trouser. So if you want it to be 15 or 16, that's like 30 inches. That's the round waist. You mark it, and then I extended it. You can say I just marked it to that point and then just extended the crotch. It's a simple process, okay? And just extended it. This one is a free trouser. As a beginner, you don't have any problem. So for the down part, I just came in by half inch. That's at the down, and then I marked how wide. You can see the same thing I had on the crotch line. That's what I marked, and then on the other part, I just marked it up straight. It is a very free trouser, so it does not have any shape, so you don't have to be bothered about any tightness or whatever. So just make sure that your crotch measurement, if you are on your crotch measurement, if your crotch is normal crotch is 12, add like extra 2 inches or 2.5 to it. So that's it. So after that, I placed the front on the back. So watch the back part. What I did is a very simple thing, that simple method or way. I just came to this down part of the crotch. I added like 1.5 inch to it. No, most people they would like add to this, that. No, it is a free trouser, so I added this for this particular trouser. Even if I wanted to cut the back and the front the same, I will still achieve it. Okay, so I added like 1.5 inch and then just marked it to the down part. So for the down part, just watch that part. The down part, you can see I have about half inch there. I did not use that normal 2 inches from up down. No, I used half inch there. And then on this side, you can see this part, I added like 1 inch. Why? Because I'm going to be adding a zip to the back. Okay, so that's what I did. And after everything, I just cut it out and curved it all out. Okay, so I'm, like I said, I'm still going to explain it on the floor, on the main fabric, as we are going. So I just marked that up. Okay, so now let's get started. So that's the crotch line that I marked. So I was just trying to check to make sure. Okay, no, at this point I was just trying to check the wideness of how I want my trouser to be wide, and then from that part, I marked my length. Okay, so the length of the trouser, I wanted about 40 inches, so I just marked it and then added allowance. And then that top part, that's the waist measurement. So if you have not subscribed, Biko, please subscribe to Stylish Naija YouTube channel, like this video, drop a comment for me. Okay, so the next thing, I came down to the hip line, like I explained with the black fabric. So that's the hip line, and then I marked the crotch line also. So like I said, for the crotch, I added like extra 2 inches or 2.5 thereabouts to it. And then I came to the hip line. I marked my hip measurement. I'd already added extra to my hip. That's free hip measurement. And then I came in by 2 inches. That's what I want to use for the crotch extension. And then I marked it to the top, to the waist. Okay, and then I came to the crotch line. So this is where I wanted to add how wide I wanted my trouser to be. I wanted my trouser to be like 16, which is 32 by the way. That's how wide. And then I marked that 16 there and then came in by another 2 inches on that part and then curved it in. Okay, just that line from that hip line, I connected it, and you can see, since I use my free hand, I was just enjoying myself and just making it. Okay, so I've already explained that part from the black fabric, so you know what I did. I just marked it down to that side. Okay, so try this pattern. For those of you that are having issues with your crotch, you think packing inside, I guarantee you that it will not pack inside. Okay, so after that, you can say I just marked it straight. Since it is a free trouser, it's a free, and palazzo is a free jumpsuit, I just marked it and just measured it and then just cut it. So this is the side. Now I'm trying to cut it. You can see the way I cut it. You can still see the shape, like the shape of the trouser or the palazzo, how it is looking on the floor. So with that, you'll be able to understand it properly. And then this part, I was trimming the waistline because of the savage fabric. So if you have still not subscribed to Stylish Naija YouTube channel, please subscribe, like the video, okay? All right, so let's continue. So this was the back. Like I explained, I came out by like 1.5 inches and then just marked it in. And then that top part also, I marked it like I explained. You can see I was trying to check for that 1 inch that I told you on the while I was doing the black fabric. So that's it. I marked it, and then on this side I just marked it. So I did not do up and down like back high. No, I did not do that. I marked my back and my front the same. Okay, so this is the side of my palazzo, so of the wide leg. So I'd mark. Can you just see the way the shape is looking? You see it is just straight, like straight. So with this you'll be able to understand everything. Can you see the shape of the trouser on the floor? So this is it. This is my lines. I was just trying to show you. See the chalk I used, even though it was staining the fabric, the white fabric, but yet you see the side, it was still not showing on the camera. So that was why I had to use the black one. So now we are going to start stitching. Okay, so the next thing we are going to do now, we are going to stitch the crotch. So this is the front. Note, this is the front of my trouser, the crotch of the front. So I've joined the front crotch of the front part, and then the back, I did not join the back side because of the way I wanted to fix it on the top of the dress. So I took the back, that's the back piece. I am going to join it on the side. I did not join the crotch area, so I'm going to join it on the side. Why did I want to do this? Because I wanted my seam in the top part, that's for the top part, to match. That was why I did it. So that's my top. You can see the top. Can you see the top? Or I'm going to take my side seam. I want them to match. Like I want to match it. That was why I did it that way. If not, I could have just joined and just join everything. So now I took the middle part. So that's the mid part. So that mid part. So that's the side. You know, I did a top stitch for the side. So I wanted everything to enter. Like let it be the same, okay? And then just place them. Make sure that they match, and then you stitch it down. So after stitching, you might need to do some little bit of adjustment. Maybe the waist is too big, you need to adjust it a little bit, but just make sure that they match. And then after that, the next thing, I'm going to join the crotch. Now that's the back crotch. After joining it, and I'd make sure that my side seam, that's my side of my trouser and the side of the top, had match. So the next thing, I'm going to join my crotch, that's the back crotch, all the way to the top, because I'm adding a zip to the back of this jumpsuit, this wide leg jumpsuit. So I'm just going to take it up all the way. So like I said, the next one, I'm not going to put a zip on it. So yes, so I'm going to try that one, but that's something like, it's going to be like a pinafore. It's going to have buttons at the shoulder. Okay, so after that, now I just turned it on to show you how to sew it. Okay, so after joining it, you are still going to have to like butterfly it before you join the other part. So don't just join it and start joining. If not, your trouser will be looking funny and weird. Okay, so after joining on the crotch, so you first of all join the crotch, and then you are going to flip it open. You are going to take the center of the front crotch and the center of the back crotch. You are going to bring them, can you see, you're going to bring them together, and then you're going to stitch everything all the way from left to right, and then from right to left. Just stitch everything that way to the end. So after that, I'm going to place it on my mannequin. I'll iron it for you guys to see. And then I added my zip to the back, and then added the buttons to the side of the armpit area. So like I said, please, if you find this tutorial helpful, please hit on the like button. If you have not subscribed to my channel, please subscribe. Even if you downloaded this tutorial, come back and let me know if you loved it. So thank you so much. Can you see what I came up with? Thank you so much for watching. God bless you. Bye.